Well, that tragedy to ensure that those rights are not abused. Because if they are, because if each one of us don't respect the lines, the legal contraventions that are laid out for us to follow, it usually works to the detriment of democracy. Digvijaya Singh has every right to question the armed forces. He has every right to question claims being made by the government on defense matters. But he doesn't, and I'll underline this, he doesn't have the right to doubt the armed forces' valor by undermining their sacrifices or even flatly denying their achievements. Viewers, the whole world knows that Indian forces, after the attack on our camp, our military camp in Uri, undertook a very, very dangerous cross-border operation. It was actually, in some ways, not cross-border because they only crossed the LOC, the line of control, and they went into Indian soil, which unfortunately at this moment is under Pakistani occupation in Kashmir. Viewers, once they got in there, they very bravely executed one of the finest military operations in recent times. There were no casualties, but they did inflict many, many casualties on Pakistan-supported terrorists who were at launch pads, ready to infiltrate once again and bleed India through a policy of 1,000 cuts. But on Monday, viewers, Digvijaya Singh shocked many, including his own party, by suggesting that the surgical strikes conducted by our forces in our own land, occupied by Pakistan in September 2016, did not happen at all. His advocacy of a Pakistan-spread fake narrative, that too on the soil that is washed in the blood of our bravest of braves, has upset our forces to no end. No less than the commander who led the strike, General Huda, who was also part of a Congress party task force on defense, has called the remarks unwarranted and unfortunate. Viewers, General Huda is echoing the views of many of our servicemen. And viewers, the views of the families of some of those who have sacrificed their everything to keep us safe. But it appears that not only is Digvijay unrepentant, but even his putative party boss, Rahul Gandhi, isn't interested in taking action against him. Rahul Gandhi, today confronted by Times Now's Pradeep Datta, hid behind the phrase internal democracy to justify his decision, his party's decision to not seek an explanation from Digvijay, who, viewers, is a serious offender. Remember, viewers, seeking an explanation from Digvijaya Singh lies very much in the remit of Rahul Gandhi's powers. Why? Because this particular incident, this remark was made when he was participating, when Digvijaya Singh was participating in the Bharat Jodo Yatra that is being spearheaded by Rahul Gandhi, and many believe is an undertaking to reposition Rahul Gandhi, to rebrand him, to make him a serious contender before the 2024 elections. Now, viewers, listen in to this interaction. Pradeep Datta asks a very straightforward question, and Rahul Gandhi can't supply him with an answer that would have made our armed forces extremely, viewers, happy. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. He, in fact, gave a long rope to a well-known army beta. Listen in.
Every time Digvijaya Singh has become a kind of a habitual offender, he keeps on giving statements. He has said the same thing about the 26/11, that time it was the Congress government. And now he has given the same statement asking for sabut in this particular case also. And every time Congress tries to distance itself from Digvijaya Singh's statement, and today also you said that you don't agree with that. I agree with that. But why action is not initiated?
We are a democratic party, okay? And we are not a dictatorship. We don't run our party with principles of coercion. We don't appreciate Mr. Digvijaya's personal views. But the views of the party are above Mr. Digvijaya Singh's views. The views of the party are generated from a conversation within the party. I would like to assure you that Mr. Digvijaya Singh's views are outlying views. They are not views that are held by the by the center of the party. We are absolutely crystal clear that the armed forces do a job, they do a job exceptionally well, and they do not need to be providing proof for anything. So we try to manage a conversation. You see, there's no, in the BJP, in the RSS, there's no conversation.
Viewers, Rahul Gandhi says, and let's go back to that 3 window. In other parties, there are no conversations. We are not a dictatorship. Yes, viewers, the Congress party isn't a dictatorship. It is actually, viewers, a closed corporation. It is a closed corporation run by a bunch of oligarchs. That's what a lot of Congress critics have said. Why, viewers? Why do they say this? Because, viewers, do you remember all of those who criticized the leadership after the 2019 poll debacle? You know what happened to them? They were removed from their posts. All these people, viewers, called for internal party democracy. They said that there must be elections. There have been no, viewers, elections at the organizational level in the Congress for almost 2 decades. The members of a family rule that party with impunity. And even when a sort of contest is held, those, viewers, who challenge the nominee of the family are branded as ingrates, quote unquote. These were the words used for Shashi Tharoor. Now, viewers, which party that believes in internal democracy, in conversations, would do that? Viewers, you tell me. So this claptrap about the Congress party being an open, vibrant democracy is just that. One would have taken this point from Mr. Gandhi seriously, if not him, but perhaps someone else, like Shashi Tharoor, had been the president of the party, viewers, and not a Gandhi family nominee. Then perhaps one could have taken this statement at face value. The Congress, viewers, and let me tell you, the Congress is no champion of democracy. In a different context, viewers, it has banned movies. It has jailed individuals who have questioned them when they have been in power. In fact, on one day, 6,000 ordinary Indians protesting against a power plant, a nuclear power plant project in Tamil Nadu, were rounded up and thrown into jail on sedition charges. Now that is the legacy of the Congress. Viewers, it is a party where one chief minister unleashes the state CID and spies on his challenger. Viewers, it's a party where there is a lobby called the G23 that writes editorials in newspapers saying that there is no internal party democracy and that the party has been hijacked by a clique, by a darbar that serves only one family. Viewers, it's a party from where very tall leaders have exited because they say that they don't have space to breathe, to thrive, to acquire and achieve their potential. Viewers, we didn't stop at Rahul Gandhi. We in fact confronted Digvijaya Singh and his party colleague Jairam Ramesh and asked why Pakistan was given a clean chit. Listen to them duck and dodge straight questions of Times Now's Pradeep Datta once again. They instead advised Times Now to ask these questions to the Prime Minister, Narendra Modi. Listen to this, viewers.
Don't think that you are giving us a clean chit to Pakistan and Pak proxies. Clean chit to Pakistan and Pak proxies.
What nonsense.
But you don't think that you are providing handle to Pakistan but raising such questions.
What nonsense.
But you had given a statement. How it can be wrong?
The comments made are the comments by the opposition. I have got the greatest regard and respect for our defense forces. I have got the greatest regard for our defense forces. And I hold them in highest esteem.
But NI has already presented a charge sheet in this regard. That is a bulkiest charge sheet that says the 19 people were in that charge sheet, including Masood Azhar, handiwork of Pakistan. NI has already presented a charge sheet in this regard. That is a bulk.
Please now, enough. Enough. Please allow us to walk. प्रधानमंत्री से सवाल पूछ। अरे यार 10 मिनट। प्रधानमंत्री से सवाल पूछ। 10 मिनट के बाद। प्रधानमंत्री से सवाल। अरे यार 10 मिनट। प्रधानमंत्री से सवाल पूछ।
We'll ask that question, but
प्रधानमंत्री से सवाल पूछ।
question is that
ये भारत जोड़ो यात्रा है।
Viewers, this brazen disregard for the sensitivities of forces is not at all surprising. Remember, in the past too, the Congress has mocked the former army chief, the late General Rawat, calling him a gali ka gunda, sadak ka gunda. And recently, Rahul Gandhi joked that hamare jawan pit rahe hain at the China border. It's not just this, viewers. There are several other Congress leaders, top leaders, who have come out and questioned operations conducted, bona fide operations conducted by the Indian Army, only to upstage the government in power. Viewers, listen in to some of these examples.
कोई आतंकवादी को नहीं मारा। जो तस्वीरें वो लोग पब्लिश किए हैं, कहते हैं कि कुछ पेड़ों को सिखा।
भारत सरकार जिस पार्टी की है उस पार्टी के लोग महज पोस्टरबाजी कर रहे हैं और इस प्रकार से एक राजनीतिक प्रचार का काम कर रहे हैं। जो भी सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक का दावा सरकार कर रही है वो सही है या गलत है मुझे नहीं लगता, मेरे हिसाब से तो फेक लग रहा है।
सैटेलाइट के माध्यम से सारी पिक्चर सामने आ जाती हैं। तो जिस तरह का प्रमाण अमेरिका की सरकार ने उसामा बिन लादेन के बारे में पूरे विश्व को दिया, उस तरह का प्रमाण हमको भी देना चाहिए।
तो हमारे जवानों को अरुणाचल प्रदेश में पीट रहे हैं। मैंने कहा हिंदुस्तान की प्रेस मुझसे इनके बारे में एक सवाल नहीं पूछेगी। हिंदुस्तान की सरकार सोई हुई है।
All these international agencies are saying that there is no proof of militants being killed at Balakot. Is the Prime Minister now going to say that the international media, by saying this, is pro-Pakistan?
खराब तब लगता है कि जब हमारे भी थल सेना अध्यक्ष एक सड़क के मतलब गुंडे की तरह अपने बयान देते हैं। पाकिस्तान का दे तो दे, वो तो है ही, उनकी तो फौज में क्या रखा है साहब, वो तो एक माफिया टाइप के लोग हैं। लेकिन हमारे सेना अध्यक्ष भी इस तरह के बयान क्यों देते हैं, वो मुझे लगता है।
Viewers, let's open this up. Let's go and ask some straightforward questions of those who today sit in support of the Congress party. And I want to begin first with Vivek Bansal, senior leader of the Congress. There's also Lokesh Jindal, Hassan Maulana, MLA of the Congress. Mr. Maulana, let me ask you first. आप कहते हैं कि आपकी पार्टी में, you say that in your party there is internal democracy. Sir, should we ask a couple of people whether this is true? And the first person that we should ask, viewers, is Congress MLA Bhawarlal Sharma from Rajasthan. In 2014, he was suspended from the party for slamming Rahul Gandhi after the 2014 defeat. Should we ask Sanjay Jha, a leading spokesperson of your party, that was suspended, sir, and he remains suspended, and he comes on times now, quite often, and still sticks up for you. And why was he suspended? Because he said that time has come to make reforms in the Congress party. Or should I ask Congress leader T.H. Mustafa, who was suspended from the party in 2014 after calling Rahul Gandhi the principal reason for the party's debacle in the Lok Sabha elections. ये कैसी इंटरनल पार्टी डेमोक्रेसी है सर आपकी, जहां पर मुंह खोलते हैं और जब गांधियों को सवाल पूछते हैं आप सस्पेंड हो जाते हैं?
The question to me, I'm Hassan this side.
Yes, Hassan, the question is to you. Yeah. There is no internal party democracy for people who question the Gandhi family, but there is internal party democracy if people question the armed forces.
Okay,
this
let us be very clear. The party has got internal democracy. It has held its elections and it has even elected its own president. We had a beautiful election and then there were two contestants and we won it. Whoever won it became the president of this party. Now, the people who have been speaking ill about the party inside the party forum, you know, when they are suspended, it is because that it is the very, very basic saying that a lawyer should not question the law. Whatever the judgment comes, he can go for an appeal, but not question or, you know, tell that the judgment is wrong. That is how the whole thing goes. See, when somebody speaks ill about the Gandhis, it is permissible for them to even remove them from the party, because nobody can speak ill about Mr. Narendra Modi and stay in BJP. He might be even a man missing. Here at least he is being suspended. There the man goes missing. That is how dangerous they are. See, here party has got democracy. It says that please don't speak about the party and the party leaders. Ill about them also. So they are suspended for that very reason. You should not go and question them. You have a party democracy, you have a party forum, you have a grievance cell in the party. You go and please write your grievance to the grievance cell. They will reply to it. So why is the question coming of, you know, you going in the open, speaking about the ill about our own leaders?
Mr. Hassan, please listen to me. Mr. Hassan Maulana, please listen to me.
Yeah.
This is what Madhusudan Mistry, who's a very senior leader of your party, told Mr. Tharoor when he was contesting the great election that you say was conducted recently to elect your president.
Yeah.
This is what he said. I'm sorry to say that you had one face before me which communicated that you're satisfied with all our answers and different face in the media, which made all these allegations against us, unquote. And he went on, viewers, not just him but others, to label Mr. Tharoor, calling him anti-party. That is democracy, sir.
You should understand very simple that Mr. Tharoor's nomination was accepted. The election commission or inside Congress were...
No, it was accepted by whom? The nomination was accepted by Sonia Gandhi. Yes, you can contest.
He contested...
As if she was the election commissioner of the Congress party.
No,
sir, please, let us not.
There is a chief election commission inside Congress party. Madhusudan Mistry heads it. So Madhusudan Mistry accepted the nomination. Two of the people nominated and they went for elections. And elections happened in a very democratic way. Can you deny the very fact that it did not happen?
Let me bring in on this matter Dr. Ranganathan and Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi. First, the Member of Parliament and National Spokesperson of the BJP, Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi. Even though, Dr. Ranganathan, you're holding something up. What is it? I can't see it.
Yes, I think, Rahul, if you would... No, 1 second. I'm coming to you.
No, 1 second. Dr. Ranganathan.
No, if you want an answer,
one second. Okay, I thought you were pointing out a matter of fact. Okay, I'll bring that out. You know, you're going to end up defeating even my research team at the pace at which you're bringing out these facts. But let me tell you, viewers, Shashi Tharoor himself expressed disappointment at the lack of support he got. So we are talking about internal party democracy, and what are we being told by Mr. Hassan Maulana? He is telling us that if you question the Gandhis, you're out. And what do the Gandhis tell us? If you question the forces, it's internal party democracy.
Rahul, why was
you have a
Sanjay
right.
Joshi expelled from BJP?
Now let me bring the BJP MP. Let me bring the BJP member of parliament.
Why was Sanjay Joshi expelled from BJP?
Sir, allow me.
If you are asking questions on Congress democracy,
Lokesh
BJP?
Jindal, so far, one second. So far, it's only the Congress that has talked about internal party democracy. So I'm only asking you. So let me bring in BJP MP, Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi. Acha, Jindal sir, 1 minute. I know you have your facts at the tip of your fingers. You come very well prepared and researched. You'll get your opportunity. I'll test you on your facts. This is a test that happens every night. Now, let me first bring in Dr. Sudhanshu Trivedi. Dr. Trivedi, how do you respond to Hassan Maulana and Rahul Gandhi specifically who said, नहीं, हमारे पार्टी में internal party democracy है. हम वो ऐसी टोटलिटेरियन पार्टी नहीं है बीजेपी के जैसे जहां पर लोगों को बोल भी नहीं सकते कुछ.
Mr. Hassan Maulana has used a word that how beautifully the election was conducted. I would just like to point out how beautifully it has started. I think in the entire political history of India, it was the only political party whose prospective party president, Mr. Ashok Gehlot, has become a rebel. And not only this, their Congress party president of Rajasthan, Mr. Dotasra, was also termed in the camp of rebel. Their speaker was also termed in the camp of rebel. And not only this, the observer went and nobody came to meet them. And on the contrary, their minister said that they have come with an agenda. And the other side said that Mr. Shanti Dhariwal's alignment has been lost. Such a beautiful prelude to your elections that the entire country have witnessed, which has never been seen in any other political party, and now coming in today's instance. Digvijaya Singh has saying something, and Mr. Jairam Ramesh ji is removing the mic. Okay. Then Rahul Gandhi is saying that they do not subscribe to what Mr. Digvijaya Singh has said. And just evening, 2 hours back, Digvijaya Singh reiterated his stand. तो भाई ये बताइए यात्रा का संयोजक सही है या यात्रा करने वाला? The person who is carrying the yatra is Mr. Rahul Gandhi. Coordinator is Mr. Digvijaya Singh. Digvijaya Singh ji is considered to the guru, political guru of Rahul Gandhi. भैया गुरु गुड़ रह गए, चेला शक्कर हो गए हैं या गुरु घंटाल हो गए हैं, ये तो आपको बताना पड़ेगा. Such a dance, or you can say dance of internal democracy or the mockery of the internal democracy, which has been never seen before in any other political party. Okay. And the level of democracy is so that the people keep on leaving your party, and whosoever leaves your party becomes so big your party diminishes. Mamata Banerjee was part of your party. आज कहाँ हैं आप बंगाल में? जगन मोहन रेड्डी was part of your party. क्या स्टेटस उनका, क्या आपका? Sharad Pawar was part of your party. क्या स्टेटस उनका, क्या उनका? This is Rashtrwadi Congress, YSR Congress and Trinamool Congress. These are the Congress. We are witnessing how democratic you are from inside and how autocratic you are from inside.
Okay, let me bring in Dr. Ranganathan. Clearly this excuse, this pretext, call it what you want to, face saver, that look, we have internal party democracy. हम वैसी party नहीं है जहां पर we just sack people for speaking their mind. This is what Rahul Gandhi said. Clearly this pretext is not standing up to scrutiny, Dr. Ranganathan.
No, I mean, Congress has as much internal party democracy as was evident on 25th June 1975. And you already mentioned the name of our good friend Dr. Sanjay Jha. All he did was to write a semi-quasi-critical article on the situation of the Congress and how it should improve. That's it. He didn't abuse anyone. He didn't abuse Rahul Gandhi. In fact, he supports Rahul Gandhi. Next thing you know, fellow has been suspended for 3 years. COVID bhi aa gaya, COVID bhi chala gaya. But Rahul, 2 points here. Number one, I'm not bothered about what Mr. Digvijay Singh says or not. I mean, nobody with a sensible mind should actually be bothered about what he says. Because the amusing fact is that the Congress itself recruited the man who was responsible for our fantastic Uri strike, General Huda. So, but what I want to extract now, because, I really respect Mr. Bansal and Mr. Jindal are a good friend. I don't know Mr. Hassan, but in the due course, I would tend to respect him as well. So I want this extraction from the three of them. when Rahul Gandhi, their supreme leader, has said that we believe in the armed forces, we don't need proof from them, we trust their every word. So please tonight, please say that not an inch of Indian land has been given away to China, because this was emphatically said by none other than the army chief. Please say, yes, we believe the army chief. Say it.
Now, let me answer to this. Rahul, can I answer?
Yeah, of course, sir.
See, first of all, the Chinese, they intruded into the buffer zone. So that entire area, which was considered as buffer zone, was something that was intruded. So specifically, they did not enter into our land, but the status of the buffer zone was eliminated after the Galwan status. You must get this fact right. And secondly, when you're talking about, wait, now let me complete it. Let me complete.
Lokesh,
when army chief is saying that not an inch of land was given, he's right.
Yes.
Because the Chinese army is not occupying any of the land that is under India's administration. But it has encroached upon the buffer zone. And when it is talking about the buffer zone, it puts India into the radar of attack again. Get your facts correct before you come. And secondly, when you're talking about the internal democracy of BJP, let me answer some of the questions that were raised.
I'll tell you something.
Let me answer some of the questions.
Can I come in? Can I come in? Right now, we have intruded into, one second, gentlemen, 1 second. Right now, we are in the danger of intruding into the duffer zone. Not the buffer, the duffer zone.
It's from both
because,
sides,
let me tell you. No, I'm not talking about you, sir. I'm just talking about this debate and where it is going right now. My point is, are we tonight, viewers, is this our premise? And this must be asked. Is it our premise, viewers, that to go out there and insult our Indian army, to undermine their morale, viewers, is democracy? Is that what we are saying tonight, Vivek Bansal? I'll tell you, you had a problem with democracy when the protagonist in Andhi, the 1975 movie, had similarities to Indira Gandhi and scenes depicted the actor drinking and smoking. What happened? You banned it. Where am I going with this? Satire on Indira Gandhi and Sanjay Gandhi, Kissa Kursi Ka, banned. 1977. Viewers, film glorified a large number of things that the Congress party didn't want. It glorified the truth. Amu, 2005 movie based on the 84 anti-Sikh riots. The release was delayed and delayed and delayed. And when it comes to the Gandhis and their fair name, Lokesh Jindal, you will go the extra yard.
Rahul,
you will make, no, 1 second. You will conduct surgical strikes on the law.
You clearly stated
1 second. You will conduct surgical strikes on democracy to defend the Gandhis. But when it comes to, 1 minute, sir. When it comes, let me speak. Let me finish my question. This is not fair. Again, sir.
Final solution.
Again,
because it was going to lead to communal unrest, and the movie was based upon the Godhra riots of 2002. So when Congress is coming out with a policy of banning a movie, it makes sure that the interest of the society is kept at large, not some political interest.
So you banned, hang on, now look at this, viewers. Now 1 minute, 1 minute. Okay, 1 second.
It should not lead to
Lokesh ji, once again, let me tell you, you are skating on thin ice. Now let me tell you, viewers, this movie, the final... Let me finish, please.
It's your Twitter.
I know. And what have I said? I've called out your hypocrisy today when a BBC documentary...
I have a lot of fact checks for you today.
Okay. Lokesh ji, please. Let me tell you this, viewers. Look how duplicitous the Congress is. Today, there is a BBC movie. That is being sought to be played. Not that the BBC wants to play it in India, sought to be played across the country by certain affiliated organizations of the Congress and friends of the Congress. The Congress itself says that the Modi government decision to ban this movie is wrong. I agree with them. It is absolutely wrong. But the same Congress, viewers, when it came to power, in July and August 2004.
Yes, yes.
Banned The Final Solution, another movie made on the Gujarat riots on the same pretext that it is going to create law and order and communal strife.
Yes.
So the Congress, viewers, has no consistency.
No, double standards of BJP. It should have banned Kashmir files.
Now let me finish, please.
If it was really sincere about maintaining social harmony, it should have banned Kashmir files also. Why the selectivity for BBC documentary?
I beg you, sir. I beg you. I beg you, give me 30 seconds. Please, I have never intruded on your time. I let you speak your mind. Right? Even though we are getting perilously close to the D zone. But nonetheless, I just want to make it very clear, viewers. Consistency is very important. What is good for the goose must be good for the gander. If insulting the Gandhis is such a problem for the Congress spokesperson, Mr. Bansal, tell me something. Is the Gandhi name more sacrosanct than the image of our soldiers? Bansal ji, tell me.
Yeah, let me just, Rahul ji, whatever, I think it was the debate had been just harping on the thing that why Gandhis are sacrosanct or not. I think the debate started on this issue that basically what Mr. Digvijay said was definitely sacrilegious. Definitely nobody would, as far as the sanctity of the army is concerned, or valor of the army is considered, that is beyond dispute, and we all unanimously salute our army. But to say that this about that there is no internal democracy. Our friend Mr. Hassan Maulana cited the election. Definitely, it may not have been according to what we conceptualize as democracy. But I would at the same time ask the question to our BJP panelists that this sort of election has taken place in BJP. Mr. Nadda's tenure had been extended just by a word of law, despite the fact that BJP loses election in Himachal. So if we talk, you were saying that what is sauce for the goose is sauce for the gander. So why just keep on just singling out the Congress party? I think vis-a-vis the BJP, what all had been taking place. And I think nobody had the gumption to say anything in BJP against Mr. Modi, our Honorable Prime Minister. So definitely people had the guts to say in the party.
Okay.
People had the,
Dr.
Mr.
Trivedi,
Anand
would you like to respond
to
Bansal Saab, who says, we have internal party democracy, it might be flawed, but it is better than the BJP, therefore we don't have to sack Mr. Digvijay Singh or pull him up or show cause him, because this doesn't work in our... Everyone has a right to speak their mind.
I didn't say that we don't have to show cause or anything. I was completely...
Yes, so should we or should we not? Should the Congress party have show cause this gentleman, yes or no?
That is a view.
What is your view? Bansal Saab, what is your view? You are a patriot. Put your hand on your heart.
I have expressed my views that army is beyond any debate. Our army has proved time
so if it
and
is,
again,
sir, and someone not once, not twice, but 3 times undermines army morale, questions the integrity of the army, do you think that person should have space within the Congress? It's a very simple question to you, Bansal ji, before I bring in Dr. Trivedi and Colonel RSN Singh.
I may be again. You see, I can say that this is highly condemnable.
Highly condemnable, but not punishable. Is it punishable? Yes or no? Is it punishable? Yes or no?
I said it. It's I criticize it in no uncertain terms.
No uncertain terms, but he's stopping short of saying whether it is punishable, viewers. It is punishable to speak against the Gandhis, but it is merely unfortunate to speak against the army in the Congress ecosystem. Nonetheless, Dr. Trivedi, please respond. Colonel RSN is there and I want to bring him in because I want a patriot's perspective on what they have heard on the Congress's defense. Yes. Dr. Trivedi first.
Just I want to say, Mr. Vivek Bansal has said that they do not want to take any action on Digvijay Singh ji. It is their desire or compulsion. I think they are neither having authority or audacity to take any action. तो the people of India is wise enough to understand कि ये कांग्रेस की मजबूती है या मजबूरी है. Anybody can understand this. And as far as our election is concerned, sir, I would like to bring in your notice. In our system, the election of the party president happens first. These district units election is undertakes, which takes 2 to 3 months. And at least 3/4 district units are to be constituted. Then the state units election takes place, which takes another 1 to 2 months. Then only after 2/3 of the state units are duly elected and constituted, then the procedure of the election of the national president starts. It takes around 4 to 6 months. Since the elections are coming near, so it was duly by the constitution of the party in the national executive meeting, in which I was also there, a resolution was moved by former party president and present defense minister Shri Rajnath Singh ji, and it was approved unanimously by the national executive to what? Not to defer the election for till 30th of June 2024. Because then only the entire procedure of 6 months is to be taken place. हमारे यहाँ ऐसे election होता है, इसलिए I can count you several party presidents in the last 25 years, but you cannot quote a single name other than Kharge ji in the last 25 years of the party
I would like to add something.
So okay, every country knows that who is.
Allow me to answer.
Okay, who has been party president apart from Mr. Kharge in the last 25 years? That question won't be answered by any of these three. Colonel RSN, I don't want to show you disrespect. I want you to come in and I want you to tell our viewers. Gentlemen, please, I want Colonel RSN, the patriot here, who has served his nation, to come and tell us why today he feels that not punishing Digvijaya Singh is in fact a travesty. Why, Colonel RSN, do you feel like that?
No, such comments time and again does buffet the morale of the armed forces. But then the armed forces, they move on. They move on. Even today, they are on those heights wherever they are deployed. They move on, despite the comments of these lecherous politicians, lecherous in looks, lecherous in conducts, sinister in their smile, and a dirty smirk on their face. So lecherous in every sense, lecherous by birth, lecherous genetically, I can tell you that much. Only a lecherous fellow. And let me tell you, these comments were not made throughout, through the yatra. These comments, look at the timing and place.
Okay.
When this yatra enters Kashmir, these comments were made. Now we all know there is a proxy war going on, and I am a student who has conflated politics and security. And let me tell you, there are jihadis in Pakistan to be pleased, there are jihadis in Kashmir to be pleased, or jihadis in India to be pleased. Right? So this is the political dimension. There are Maoists in India to be pleased. There are Chinese, people of Communist Party to be pleased, and therefore, this is why you see this manipulation of borders. This is not incidental, by the way. This is typical fork tongue, because you need a fork tongue, because both these constituencies have to be addressed. You have to address Xi Jinping and sign a secret MOU with him that Maoists are revolutionaries, the same revolutionaries who killed V.C. Shukla and Mahendra Lakma, right?
Well,
so this is a typical folk term, and for God's sake, I want the people of this country to understand this new dimension of warfare. You go to Pakistan, you solicit Pakistan's help in dislodging the Prime Minister. The same fellow, do you know, editor sir, the same fellow who was mobilizing funds when he was in Britain as a student during the 1962 war, and this rascal rose to be the cabinet minister of this country.
Okay, well, let me say.
We don't need this kind of polity.
Well,
this,
Colonel
this
Arisen,
country.
You always speak. You always speak from your heart.
My last word. And sir, please. I do not expect the Prime Minister to discuss anything related to security with people in the Parliament and outside who go and sign a secret MOU.
Okay, well, let me say.
With the Chinese.
Let me say.
Under the overbearing presence of the Italian mafia.
Colonel Arisen, let me say that you always speak from your heart, and some people will think that you exceed the limits. Some people will think, and they will try to sue you. They will try to sue you. They will try to intimidate you. Now, viewers, let me tell you, Colonel Arisen is not lying. This feeds into international propaganda. When Rahul Gandhi had made certain questions and asked certain questions of our forces and of our government, who latched onto it, viewers? It was Pakistan. And these questions I'm talking about were post the abrogation of Article 370. And Rahul Gandhi's words, viewers, were quoted by Shireen Mazari, the human rights minister in Pakistan. Can you believe that Pakistan has a human rights minister? They don't treat, viewers, half their population as humans. But they have a human rights minister who is basically, viewers, providing cover for xenophobia, hate, ethnic cleansing. Now, I don't want to underwrite everything that Colonel Arisen has said here. But let me tell you, viewers, when he talks about very strong anti-India forces working to build a narrative, he isn't wrong. And one of those forces, viewers, and I want to move on because this is all connected, the thread